Yeah.
And yeah, the work-life balance was it takes a lot. It takes a toll on you. And looking outside of even just myself and my team, Bill.com, we used to have it was a bi-weekly happy hour every other Friday,
Hmm.
right? And it was hosted by HR. So we would put it together, we'd order food, get some drinks. And then essentially what we were doing is that we were pairing that with our software engineers' product release, right?
Oh,
So every
wow.
2 weeks, they were pushing a release out, right?
Yeah.
And that was crazy because they would be at their desks until, because they released at midnight on Friday. So technically, going into Saturday morning, they would be at their desks slaving away, coding, getting everything ready for for the next release. And I thought it was crazy because the non-engineers in the company like myself, we were having fun, right? We were
Yeah.
we were standing around having beers on tap, playing board games, and our engineers
Hmm.
were there just coding. We would be like, hey, let's go take a quick break, and they're like, oh, let me just finish this really quick,
Yeah.
and they never finished, right? So
Wow.
there was this like, and then obviously they'd come in, maybe grab a beer, bring it to their desk so they can have some fun while they're coding, grab some
Mhm.
chicken wings, and eat that and get their keyboards
Yeah.
all messy. But yeah, that was an experience for sure. But yeah, in terms of work-life balance, it does take a little bit more, but you learn so much more in the process. You become very well-rounded. You learn how to work really well under pressure. So when you go to your FANG companies, it's nothing new, and you really actually get to hone in on a specific craft.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So that is fascinating. If you guys caught it there, Francis said, like every 2 weeks they're pushing code into production, and that's extremely fast, especially within tech, right? Because you have a lot of reviews, approvals. Once you see the difference, as Francis is probably gonna talk about big tech, there's a lot more kind of rules, regulations. You have to go through a lot more approvals before actually putting something into production. So let's jump into time at big tech at Google. Can you talk about the roles you recruited at Google, and kind of what was that like? And then talk about the levels too that these roles are for.
Yep, I would love to hear, Angelo. And like I just mentioned there, honing in on your craft, right?